What's going on today? We have the RTX 5080. This is the gaming OC version of the card by Gigabyte. We'll be pairing it with the 9800X3D and 32 gigs of RAM. All right, let's jump into it today. We've got Battlefield 6. We've got the 5080 on widescreen, 3440 by 1440. And we're just going to take a look and see what we can expect here. This is the low setting, no upscaling, no frame generation. Got some fire effects in here. Definitely got some, traversal that we can do just to make sure that everything's running smoothly. Unfortunately, PCL does not currently work in this title, but I can tell you that it is nice and responsive. If I notice any sort of latency issues, I'll call that out when I feel it in the mouse. All right, so let's just jump into it. 173 FPS here. Let's just go to the next level and drop down here to graphics and go up to medium. All right, so medium gives us 138 FPS. Big difference between low and medium, by the way. You definitely got some fidelity that is a pretty big gap between low and medium, I guess. So everything in this title, though, up to ultra, really just runs phenomenally well. This is a really smooth game. In my opinion, this is how games should launch. And, your mileage may vary, I guess, depending on your hardware, but I have felt like this has been a pretty nicely running title so far. But yeah, we're at 155 FPS here, 160 with medium, so no upscaling necessary at the moment. Everything looks really good. No need to go up anymore. DLAA is working just fine. So high gives you 141 FPS here, and once the overkill setting comes into play, we might need to do some upscaling, but these reflections look really good. They are pre-baked in. This is not a path tracing, approach. So the developers did not go that route, and I think it still turned out to look really, really good. They've controlled all the different reflections and whatnot, and everything looks nice and environmental. A lot of depth. Really looks good. So even on, not the ultra kill or overkill setting that they call it, all the reflections and stuff still look really, really good. 138.7 FPS though here, so everything looks like we're going to be able to just crank it all the way up. Got a nice little handy chart down here telling us where our VRAM is at. And our VRAM right now allocating about 11, so no big issues there at all. Got plenty on this card, 16 gigs of GDDR7, and yeah, it's definitely working out just fine for us. The 5070 did run into some VRAM issues, and hopefully the 5080 will not, so let's just keep on going and check it out. So we're going to jump up to that overkill setting and go on to see what some DLSS can potentially do for us, but this game does run really well. So right here, video memory is it gave us a little bit of a warning when we hit that overkill setting, so let's see what we can expect. So overkill gives us right above 100 FPS on this title, using 12 or allocating 12.1, using 9.2. So this is again right where the 5070 started to kind of need a little bit of help, but right now we don't need any sort of help as far as VRAM goes. Of course, you could always get the refresh rate of your monitor up. This one happens to be 180 hertz, so we'll try to get close to that. This is a first-person shooter. It's got some competitive elements to it as well, so if you do game on a widescreen competitively, you might be wanting to check out some of these next few steps I'm about to go through. Before you do, though, drop a like, make a comment, see what kind of games you want, subscribe if you're new, and if you're not new, welcome back. Thanks for supporting me and watching my stuff. So let's just jump on over into some upscaling and see what we can expect there. So going to advanced, they got it kind of buried in here. We're going to go DLSS. We're just going to see what quality will do. So quality gives us a nice jump to 140 FPS in this area, and this area is kind of middle of the road. I have had a little bit more intense areas, and I had some areas that aren't near as intense, but that's kind of why I selected it, is because I could clear the enemies out, have a nice little test. Got some fire, lots of reflections. It seems to be, have a good draw distance, so we can really get some assets to load in. So, this should give you a pretty good idea of what the entire game should run like. So yeah, we're just going to keep on going and jump down to that next level of DLSS balanced and see what we can expect there. We're not doing any frame gen right now, so that's good. We don't need it, I don't believe. But you know, if you really want to just get some insane frames, you can absolutely check out some frame generation. But right here, we're at 150 FPS, give or take. It does eat a little VRAM on the overkill setting, so we're at 12.7 of allocation, and we're using 9.6. So we're definitely not spilling over or anything like that. But it does chew up some VRAM. But you know, the 5080 is got plenty of VRAM on it for modern titles, so 16 is just fine, especially at this resolution. All right, so let's jump over and see what we can do as far as performance goes. We're going to see how that setting treats us. Go down to advanced, jump over to performance, and we'll see. Okay, 170 FPS, 169 FPS, so we're looking good. You know, again, I do wish that my PCL monitor was working, but unfortunately it's just not compatible right now with this title. I've tried everything to get it to work, but I can tell you right now that 171 FPS with no frame generation, the PCL would be pretty perfect. You don't need to worry too much about response time. Everything feels really good. No lag, nothing like that. So let's jump back over to DLAA and see what some frame generation can look like. So Overkill is absolutely doable. There's no need for any kind of worry there. So let's jump to no upscaling. So we've gone back to DLAA. We're going to kick on 2x frame gen and see what that looks like. So that gives us 163 FPS. It does chew up a lot of VRAM to do this frame generation, though. Notice our VRAM, the allocated VRAM went up to 14.1, and we're using 11.2 right here. So, you know, just keep that in mind, that if you do want to do frame generation, it wouldn't be a bad idea to drop the DLSS in there, at least at quality, just to give you some of that VRAM back. But again, this is, you know, just indicative of a pretty good running title. You're nowhere near the 16. It's just, you know, you can't play the whole game whenever you're doing these tests, and I just like to kind of call that out, that 14, over 14 is a little close to that 16, but it's not like the end of the world by any means. Still have plenty of VRAM left over, and that VRAM spill is not budged at all, 208 megabytes, so we're fine. All right, so I'm just going to drop the DLSS in here now and leave that 2x on. All right, so we're going to come down here and hit that advanced, and we're going to kick on DLSS quality, 2x frame generation. It gives us 211 FPS, and allocated VRAM went down a little bit, 13.5. So you know, that quality DLSS definitely gave us a little bit of VRAM back. So this is kind of where I would want to play. You got plenty of frames. The PCL feels really good, as long as, you know, if I could ever monitor it, I would definitely do that. But right now it's just not working on this title. But yeah, I can tell you right now it feels really good. There's no kind of ghosting issues or anything. It feels super nice, very fluid, and our VRAM is you know, nice and low. We got 13.3 allocation using 10.6. All right, so let's just jump over here and see what we can expect by going possibly to a balanced setting. All right, so we're going to leave it on overkill, come into balanced, kick that on, leave multi-frame generation set to 2x, and we're at 223, 240 FPS. Yeah, this would definitely be good because a lot of people have a 240 hertz monitor. So this would be a 240 hertz setting. If you want to get the most out of that monitor, this would be not a bad way to play it at all. You could even kick on 3x and get well over your refresh and then lock it. That would be an option. So let's just keep on going here and see what we can expect as far as more of the frame generation is concerned. Let's go up to a setting here that I'm interested in checking out. All right, I want to go to a performance setting with a 2x frame gen and see what we can do as far as get that. Yeah, so I've got it locked right now to 240 FPS. Just in the menu itself, you can lock it to certain levels. And right now that definitely provides well over 240 FPS with it locked. You know, if you do have a 240 hertz monitor, this would be an awesome setting if you don't want to use any more frame generation and keep your PCL nice and low, you know, by using DLSS versus just pumping frame generation at it. But say you did want to do something like something like a quality upscale, because that still looks good, and then go up to that 4X. So that will still give you 240 FPS, but you will have, you know, substantially better looking, you know, visuals, I guess, is lack of a better term. Although performance does look really good, I don't like to go down that low on 1440p. That's more of a 4K thing that I like to go down the performance on, but balanced still looked really good. But here, quality with a 4X frame gen, you are maxing out any 240 hertz panel that you can put in front of it. So, you know, if you really want to play Overkill, and you know, that's a good setting. It's kind of a cakewalk for this card, to be honest. I'm really nicely surprised with how well this is all running. But yeah, I'm hitting the internal 240 hertz, 240 FPS, I guess, lock that you can achieve through the menu. And yeah, we're still on quality DLSS with a 4X frame gen. No ghosting at all. I cannot see anything at all. It just feels really good, nice and responsive. So yeah, this has just been a good look at it. If you like this kind of stuff, please consider subscribing. If you're not new here, thanks again for coming back and watching my videos. I really appreciate it. If you want to further support me, you can click any of the links below that I have set up for you there. That's just how I create these videos. And by using any of those links and purchasing anything with that link in Amazon for 24 hours, that's how long the link is good for, whatever you buy will give me a little cut of it. So you could even buy a blender or a toaster oven, or a, you know, who knows, you can go buy a semi-truck if you want to, and I'll get a little cut of it. So that'll be nice. It's a good way to support me without having to spend a dime. And yeah, I'm just going to wrap it up. And again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the very next one. Peace.